Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into First Chronicles, chapter 22 specifically.
Right. And this chapter catches King David later in his reign, really focused on one massive project.
Yeah, he's absolutely set on building this permanent house for the Lord. You feel his determination.
He is. He's planning, gathering materials, organizing labor. It seems like his project to build.
But that's the interesting part, isn't it? That's the hook of this chapter. Despite all this drive, all this intense preparation.
He finds out he's not the one.
Exactly. The job passes to his son, Solomon. It's quite a turn.
It really is. But what's fascinating is David's reaction. He doesn't just stop. The text says he immediately designates the spot for the temple and the altar.
He's already laying the foundation,
Yeah.
literally. And the preparations he makes before officially handing it over,
Yeah.
the scale is just, well, massive.
Oh, absolutely huge. He brings in foreign workers as stone cutters, gets masons, carpenters, all sorts of craftsmen lined up.
It's like mobilizing an army, but for construction.
Precisely. And the materials. Wow. The numbers are almost hard to believe. 100,000 talents of gold, it says.
And 1,000,000 talents of silver. Now, a talent was a lot, right? Like maybe 75 pounds?
Something like that, yeah. It varied, but it was a major unit of weight. So we're talking about, just unimaginable quantities of precious metal.
It's truly staggering. And then there's the bronze and iron, too great to be weighed, the text says.
Plus endless cedar logs coming in from Sidon and Tyre. This is way beyond just gathering some supplies.
He's stockpiling resources on a national scale for this one building. Why so much? What was his thinking?
Well, David spells it out. He says the house needs to be magnificent, famous, splendid for all nations to see.
Oh.
And the reason he gives, because Solomon is young and inexperienced.
So it's partly about compensating for Solomon's youth,
Yeah.
ensuring the project's grandeur isn't compromised.
Exactly. David's trying to give Solomon every possible advantage, setting him up for success because he knows he won't be there to oversee it himself in the same way. He's preparing his successor.
Which leads us to the core reason why David can't build it. After all that passion and prep, what stops him?
The text is very direct about it. God tells him, essentially, you've fought too many wars, shed too much blood.
So, his very success as a warrior king, securing the kingdom,
Paradoxically disqualifies him from building this house meant to symbolize peace and God's presence. His hands were, metaphorically covered in the blood of conflict.
the character of the builder needed to match the nature of the building. That's quite profound.
It is, and it sets up the prophecy about Solomon perfectly.
Right, Solomon's described as the opposite, a man of peace and rest.
God promises Solomon peace from his enemies and states clearly, he is the one who will build a house for my name. The contrast is intentional.
So how does David handle this? He accepts it and pivots, right? He focuses on empowering Solomon.
He does. He gives Solomon this direct charge. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid.
It's more than just a pep talk.
Oh, yeah. He ties Solomon's future success directly to obeying God's law. Stay faithful and you'll succeed.
And then he reminds him, look at everything I've already done for you.
Exactly. He lists all the gold, silver, bronze, iron, stone, timber, and all the skilled people ready to go. He essentially says, it's all here. Now you begin the work.
That's powerful leadership transition right there, preparing the way.
And he doesn't just talk to Solomon. He gathers the leaders of Israel, too.
Ah, right. What's his message to them?
He urges them to support Solomon. He reminds them that God has given them peace, secured the land. Basically, the conditions are right.
So it's a call for unity, for everyone to get behind this project.
Yes. He tells them, devote your heart and soul to seeking the Lord, and then begin to build the sanctuary.
And the ultimate purpose stated.
To finally bring the Ark of the Covenant and all the sacred items into the temple once it's built. It's all about establishing that central place of worship and God's presence.
So to recap, David's immense desire and preparation, the surprising reason he couldn't build it himself, Solomon designated as the builder of peace, and this national call to unite and get it done.
That sums it up well. David's warrior past prevents him building the house of peace, so he funnels all his energy into preparing the way for his son, the man of peace, to do it.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it, about pouring yourself into something you won't see finished, about how leaders prepare the next generation, and maybe most interestingly, how the character of the person undertaking a task can be intrinsically linked to the nature of the task itself. What does it really mean for the right person in the right context to build something meant for peace? Lots to chew on there.